Okay, I just got through putting together this ECOTRIC Motorcycle Carrier from Amazon. And there are a few things that if you're interested in buying this, that you need to know. First of all, the bolt holes for this setting right here, typically these two, are not going to line up. If they do, that's awesome, but everybody else has complained about it, so I'm going to point out that that's not a lie. The other thing is their jig needs to be realigned because you've got a huge gap on both sides. So what I've done is I've gone out and got nylock washers and put them in between the spaces here so there's no rattling, and you're not trying to strip out the bolts by artificially tightening these things, because this is fairly thick metal, and trying to tighten this is going to end up weakening your bolts. So make sure you put a couple of nylock washers in between. In order to get these bolts to slide in, I had to actually drill out the outside holes on both sides using a 1/2-inch hole. So that allowed them to go in fairly easily. Now after that, the rest went together fairly okay. I did get longer bolts. You get 2 different size bolts with your package. You get these relatively short ones. I think they're maybe 3/4 inch. And then you also get some slightly longer ones here, which are, I think, a full inch long. These are M10s, so they're in millimeters, not actually in, they're not in inches. So if you get replacement bolts, they're M10s. What else? The bolts I got to replace, these 6, 3 on each side, I got them to be, I think it was 25 millimeter, which is a little over 1.5 inches. Those work really good because it gives the nuts, the nylock nuts that they give you. They come with the nylock nuts, which is really good, but that gives them plenty of space to get extra threads through the bolt. You don't want to be right at the edge, which if you used these smaller bolts that they give you, that's what would happen. And that would make it a weak joint, and you don't want that when you've got a several 100-pound bike on the back of your vehicle. Finally, the stability hitch that comes with it, this is probably put in incorrectly according to their illustration. Their illustration has this point backwards, but then that makes no sense because it wouldn't allow this to hook into here, which adds the stability. I'd had it the other way originally, and it was still a little wobbly, so I went ahead and turned it around, tightened up the front and the back bolt, and this thing is very solid now. So I don't know if that is a mistake on my part, but I do like the stability this way better, so I'm going to deal with the consequences if it's wrong. And that's it. It does come with a wheel chock in the back, but I'm not going to use that because I have a hard time getting the bike up over it when you put the rocking thing on the back. So that's it. Good luck, guys. It's a really, otherwise it's a well done motorcycle carrier. Just needs a little bit better quality control. Good luck and be safe.